All right, welcome back. Today I have a super special video today. Welcome to the Homeschool Shopping Channel. Today I am doing Easter things that I'm getting my kids for Easter, and other ideas that I had if I were to have like no limit budget, then I would get them all. Or things that I already had that I bought previously for different holidays that were a big hit. And a couple that were not a big hit, which I'll show you, which I thought would be a big hit, and then were not. Especially there's one at the end that's my least favorite product on this list that was like the biggest waste. So why don't we just get into it? In the video after this, I believe I'm filming 3 different astronomy curriculums that you can get, that you can do, that I've done. 3 or 4 different options that are out there and that I have tried and completed. Okay, so that's the following video. Let's get to it. So most of the products I'm showing you, except for 2 for the most part, all the 25 products that I have to show you, I'm going to go through them very quickly so that you are not bored, because you have other things to do with your life. However, the first couple that I'm going to show you are from Lakeshore Learning, but generally I made sure to make sure that they were on Amazon so that you could, easier. So what I'm going to do too is I'm posting a number by the product. So I am posting a number on the product or on the item that I'm showing you, and you can match that in the description. All right, so are we ready? I think we are. Let's get going. Okay, so these are the Animal Kingdom blocks. So you can buy them individually or you can buy them together. And I just think they're kind of cool, right? They're like a learning toy, if you will, because they have the penguins, the lions, the birds, and you just get to build with them. And any toy that is a building toy is generally a hit in our house. Next up I'm showing you the Royal Kingdom Adventure Castle. We have a Playmobil castle that was twice the price. And if I'm going to be truthful, it doesn't get that much play. Like initially it's like a huge, oh wow, that's amazing. And then it doesn't get that much play. But however, it's got a big visual impact, and it was quite fun and well received. These I am definitely getting, not these, I'm going to show you the other version I'm getting, but this is definitely an option. This is one of the most played with toys in our house for years now, are giant blocks, not small blocks, not medium blocks. They have to be giant. And the best price, the best bang for your buck are cardboard blocks. If you can't build them, like I've done before in the past with wood, which were also a big hit, but every time we moved, I left some behind, and now we're down to a really small set. Yeah, so this year they asked for more, I heard them talking and wishing they had more big blocks to build with. So I'm going to show you the set that I am going to get them. It's not this specific set because I want them all cohesive, because I already have some. Otherwise I would totally jump on that, because the price for what you get, 45 pieces for $31, that's a great price. Okay, so next up, of course, we have Smart Brain games, because of course I cannot live without smart games. What I do is I pay my kids 10 cents a board. It was 10 cents and then do some negotiation. If the games are harder, it's 25 cents a board. So because they're each, if you look at that little book, see how there's 4 squares on that little book? Those are each boards. So every one you complete, they're challenges. And so once you complete a challenge, and for that one, it's very similar to the other game I have, which is on this list I'm going to show you next. But it's like, okay, well, there's 2 ways to do it. The cats are out of the boxes, or you trap the cats in the boxes. And so you put the cats down according to the puzzle, and then you have to put the boxes, fit them on top of the cats, if you will. And once you've completed that, you've completed a board, and mom will give you 10 cents to 25 cents, depending on the difficulty of the game, because I have a bunch of them. It was just my way to try and motivate the youngest, because he kept asking, how can I earn money? How can I earn money? I was tired of selling stuff, like having him sell stuff. So I was like, okay, here, do it this way. So this next one is Asteroid Escape. I will tell you, for $27, I don't know that price is worth it, because we have it. It can be used 8 and up, and you basically just get the plane to escape. So you set it up according to the book, according to those little puzzles, and then the plane has to escape from there. And his wings can only go certain directions. So it's, yeah. I don't know if it's worth $27. If it were $16, I would say for sure, but it just doesn't get the play that the other smart games do. This is the new one that I am adding this year, that I want to get them for Easter. It is let's take a look at the video, but it's the Smart Games, the Atlantis Escape. It's very similar to that Ida. Do you know that app on your phone? It's Ida, and she is like a princess, and she has to escape from different boards and stuff, and you have to, it's very similar to that, except this is an in-person version. And I've done the boards with my kids. We've completed some of those games. But anyway, so this looks kind of cool. It's for it's not really for younger. I believe it's 7 and up, but they have easier to hard boards, right? And the hard boards use more of the pieces, and the easier ones only use a couple of the pieces, and sometimes you have to stack them on top. So for that, he would get 25 cents more, because that is a little more complicated. Maybe even 50 cents a board if it takes a while to figure out. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. That's the problem with my pricing system, is it's not brilliant. And I don't know if this is good to even do. Like, I don't know. Okay. I am winging it as a parent some days, because it's not like I found anywhere and they were like, oh yes, you should do that for that, or no, never do that. So I don't know. This is the one that we had, the 3 Little Piggies. You either do it with the wolf or without the wolf, depending on the difficulty. I mean, if you want a smart brain game, and it's kind of spring themed, like a lot of these things on here, some of them are spring themed. And for some reason, I feel like animals, livestock, spring. So, and it was good, and we did use it a lot. And this is before I was paying them. So there's, oh, yeah, the other one. Cats. Okay, this is the one I'm going to get as well. So I'm getting them 2, and this is the smart games, but this is, so the dog agility course. So you have to get the dog to the trainer. So you have to get the dog to the trainer. So you have to set up the board. Like, you start it as the puzzle says, and then you have to put the rest of the pieces on to get the dog to the trainer. And my son said he thought this looked good. So I think I'm going to add those 2 on, that game and that other game, and just have them be family games so that they're not per child kind of thing. So I think this year, actually for Easter, I think we're going to do a lot of family things, whereas for everybody, which one of the kids that may not sit too well with him, but you know, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Okay, so there's that. And this is probably a wonderful time to ask you to subscribe. Okay, dress code. Truth be told, this is a great game for preschool children. Preschool children, so what you do is you have to create the pattern on the clothes based on the plastic cards that you slide underneath the clothes. However, full disclosure, kids never did it. They never did it. It didn't, they may have done it like once or twice. Like, it just did not interest them. Because I think when you're at preschool aged, do you really want to sit down and like focus on something? Maybe some kids do. And maybe that's their thing, but this was just not a huge. This one I just put on here just because it's for young kids and it's got a bunny. I was like, it's a smart game and it has a bunny. So winner, winner. And that girl's adorable. She's adorable. Oh my gosh. She just looks like she's trouble. She's so cute. Okay, this book isn't just another book that I'm going to get. It's Little Pilgrim's Progress, but this is, I'm going to show you inside because it's an allegorical story, which means one thing is like you're reading it and it's not, I don't know how to explain allegorical, but anyway, you're reading it and it's about this town, but really it's about good versus evil. But from what I gathered from chapter 1, but it's illustrated, which is what I like about it. It's the same with, we have, what's that book? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but I have an illustrated version of it. Brilliant. Harry Potter also has an illustrated version of it. This air dry clay was huge for years. We did terraforming, we did building planets, we did a lot of different stuff with this clay. So it was a huge hit for a few years and it is no longer. They are over it. So what I want to show you next is, this is a boat. This is, this is a boat. It's definitely spring. It's a cork boat. So it floats and you can use whatever you want. If you want to create your own sail out of cloth, so that can be an additional part of the project, or if you happen to live near giant leaves, you can use a leaf. But see, so it's pretty simple. You build your own boat and you can have quite a lot of fun sailing it down. If that isn't an ideal childhood, I mean, really, look at that. But so there you go. That is an option. I'm also going to show you a couple things from this company. This is Haba, but this isn't Haba right here. This is what I love about this is, look at those pinchers. Do you see them? The grippers, they got the plastic thing around it, the little plastic cup. So when you can pick up a bug in it, and it's like a cup, and then you can put it in either container that you want. One, I believe, has a magnifying glass on it. I think that might have a magnifying glass on the right-hand screen. If not, the next one does. So the next one's pretty cool. I'm going to show you that. Very spring-like. Look at this. This is it's a magnifying glass where you put in, ooh, who the heck would want to put that in there? No kid I know. I'm not grabbing that and putting that in there. But you get what I'm saying, is you put something in there and then you can spy on it from a couple different angles. So very cool. Next, we have the Build and Race boat kit, because I don't know, it just seems springy to me. And look at those colors. Springy, artsy, funsies. Doesn't that, I just think it looks kind of like an ideal time. Something you could do with your kids. You build one boat, they build other boats. Why not? Okay, what do we have next? Next up, we got, this seems a little hard to do. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you in case you are one of those people that would like to take these little parts and with logs or branches and twigs, probably not logs, and build people. build people. So I'm going to show you the pieces on here. There's also a bird one. So you take these pieces. At first I was like, this is amazing, till I saw this kit and I was like, how the heck would I do that? Like, I feel like you could do it better yourself if you already knew how to do that, just taking twine and stringing twine around some branches and making yourself a little doll. Although that is very cool. And it seems to be relatively high rated. They both are. So maybe if you have a talent in that, maybe that's rated per out. At least that one's a book. At least that's got, I'm sure they both have books. But once I saw the book, I was like, well, that's a bit better. But $29 for all those pieces, that's a no for me. This is what I got for my, these are the blocks I'm getting. Oh, go back, wait. Okay, so first this game is Clask. Clask, it is air hockey, but it is magnetic. So it's air hockey, magnetic kind of thing. Yeah, so I want to get it to play with my son. I keep saying that every year. I've yet to purchase it because I'm like, maybe he's not old enough. Maybe I need another year. These, I'm getting 2 of those. I am getting 2 of those. I don't know if I'm getting 1 or 2 because they come with 40. But here's the thing about blocks. So we already have about 30 blocks. And they want more big blocks to build with. It is huge in our house. It's been huge for years to build things and create things with giant blocks. So I'm going to get them some more blocks. I'm going to set it up. It's going to be all pretty. It's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited for them to come out and see on Easter that I did that. Yeah. So there you go. I just don't know if I'm getting 1 or 2. That's the thing with blocks I want to tell you. Besides, there's this kit at the end I'm going to show you that I would never get again. However, blocks, I feel like you have to order way more than you would think for more than one child. Okay, so next up I had this idea, but I couldn't find the one that I had at Christmas. Like I looked because I was thinking, what about an ice cone maker? What are they called? Okay, no one's going to make it look like that, but whatever. A shaved ice maker. I just thought that was a good idea. And then next is I got an Etch-a-Sketch. I got an Etch-a-Sketch. Etch-a-Sketch I have purchased. And next up we have, this is Rainbow Bright. This is Light Bright Touch. So you just, I think you just touch it. And then I don't know how you make different colors on it, but maybe you press it once, it does one color, maybe you press it again. And then my other son thought that looked great, probably because Mickey Mouse. Right now we're big into Disney World. If you get these, the magnetic blocks by Minecraft, you can get them anywhere. You can get them on Temu. This is a pretty good price for them. I know it says 100. Understand it says 100. Get 200. Get 200. It's surprisingly how not much 100 is. I know that sounds crazy. I get it because I bought 2 boxes of 92 and I almost wish I had gotten a 3rd box. So I get it. And they're great for road trips because you just put a cookie tin in there. Okay, next up, family game. Check this out. I've played it several times at homeschool events. I have played it at homeschool events at my friend's house. I mean, it's real fun, and it's not that dangerous. Those axes are pretty light, and it's plastic, and everything's plastic, which I get. You don't want to be around a ton of plastic these days, apparently. However, fun. So I really, really want that, and I think I might get that for winter. That might be, maybe for Christmas this coming year. I say that all the time. One year I did put the order in, and it ran out. Here's next. This is like elastics, and you pull back, and you fire with them. So I thought that looked kind of cool. But then plus it also has chess and checkers. But who doesn't have that sitting in their house? Right? I mean, I guess a lot of people probably do that. And I don't want them to make me play checkers. I don't know if you've ever played checkers, but once you play after a while, there's a Mario one that we had that we played for a bit. That wasn't that bad because it wasn't a full board. But I can't imagine playing checkers on a full board. Like, I feel like that would take hours. But yeah, this is the elastics and you pull them back. The kind of air hockey-ish. So I thought for $14, it's pretty high rated and it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad, especially 50% off. You can't beat that. Oh, there's my class game again. Apparently I'm obsessed with it. These are the press start set that you can get at your library. Kids love them because it is a son and sometimes his dad playing video games, and they are the rabbit. And so they have to go through and do the video games thing. Are they the best thing I've ever read? No. But my kids love it, and it's got a rabbit, so it's like Easter themed. But you can get them at the library. So sometimes what I do for series is I buy the starting book and then the end book, and then the rest of the books we get at the library. Do you know what I mean? I don't buy like a whole series. This is what I want to show you. This is pretty exciting. This is pretty great. We've been doing it for several months now. I bought it for Christmas. It is a good deal. It is, I know you're thinking $30 a box, but it comes with an engineering lesson. So you get that attractive fellow there is teaching you an engineering lesson, and then you're building something that's very cool that even my 7-year-old can do. So even though it says 8 and up, I think that's what it is. My 7-year-old can do it. They have them for older kids as well, but they're just very fun things that are very well done. So generally I'm against paying $30 for anything, especially monthly, but I'm telling you, he gets an engineering lesson, some type of physics lesson, something along with it that they have to watch. I make them watch it. So they have terrariums that you can do that have fairy lights in them. They got unicorns, they have dinosaurs, they got a bunch of different things, and they are really fun. Next up we have, this is a potions kit. This is an Enchanted Forest potion kit. So take a look at it. So next up I wanted some stuff so that we could kind of look at this, these little pieces just to make your own little village outside. Again, spring themed, you're outside, you're doing something garden-y. Get to build your own little village, your own little bug village. So I just think it's kind of cool, kind of fun. And then next up, what do we got here? Yeah. Oh, we're getting down to the end of the list. There's same one. Okay, I've always wanted to get a balance board. I've always toyed with getting a balance board. My fear is, though, that this is the best well-priced one I've found, but my fear is that it would not be a long-term toy. However, you can use it. Your imagination can use it to slide things off of and put things off and build with it as you would anything else. So there is that, stuff like that. This looks super fun, super cool, space themed, and you throw little balls at it and sticks in its magnet. But again, I mean, space themed and $14 and very fun. This is what I would not get. This is what I would not get. This is the one toy that I do not like, that I had, that I thought, what a waste of money. I thought it was something different. So when you look at these pictures, you're gonna be like, oh, wow, you could do all these things with it. No, it's just wooden planks. You're paying $200 for 400 wooden planks. I only paid $30 for, I want to say 100 of them, and it's way too many because they're all the same size. They're just wood planks. Like, honestly, I don't know why they're high rated. Like, I don't understand it. It shows you when you got the book, like, here, this is how you make furniture with them. You can make a couch. You can make this, like, yeah, who's going to build that? Are you an adult? You're going to build a giant house? I'm telling you, it was not well used. It was used, like parts of it were used, but it just, the whole thing wasn't used. So for that, for me, it's a no-go. Don't waste your money on any Kiva planks. I would not do it. I would not do it. I would not do it. That's my big recommendation. Don't do it. You're going to be picking them up for years. Years. I still find a piece occasionally and I'm like, freaking Kiva block. Okay, there you go. I hope you found something or just some stuff to think about. Bye-bye.